Welcome back here to Holy Cross College, where we cover both men's and women's soccer as well as men's and women's basketball. Check out all our Holy Cross athletic events here on the Regional Radio Sports Network. We're here for Women's Soccer Media Day. Happy to be joined with Taylor Primack, goalkeeper here for the Saints. And Taylor, last season, I mean, you've had a great season, great career already at this point since you first come in for Omar Gallo's squad, and you were put in a position right away to immediately have an impact. And that can be a lot of pressure because the CCAC has proven to have tough teams like Olivet, like Trinity Christian. Just tell us a little bit about when you look back to that freshman year, about basically being inserted into the lineup right away and that high expectation that Coach Gallo had for you.
I think I was excited to do it. Like, I wasn't super nervous about it. I was excited to be here and like make an impact right away, especially after getting to know the girls. I was excited to like play for them, because for me, being on a team that I know values me and cares about me, like from a coaching perspective and a teammate perspective, just makes it that much more enjoyable, and it makes me want it that much more.
And we look back on last season and the intensity that I saw with you guys when it was those tough losses. It really showed, and even the players who, again, unfortunately, injuries due to ACLs or whatever the case may be, it showed that there was that true care on the field or off the field as well, because you guys are trying to continue to get this program and get it to that level that I know that you guys expect. I mean, your guys' expectation was to go to a deep run in the postseason tournament. So just tell us a little bit about what that means to be a part of a team that genuinely cares. It's not just, it's just business on the field and then nothing else after that. To have like that true sisterhood that shows that it cares despite win or loss, that you guys have to be at the top of your game.
I think for me, especially coming back this year, I think out of all the 3 years that I've come in here, I think that this has probably been the closest we've felt, and we're only about a week in. I think it's really nice to feel valued by people, especially with the grind being 2-a-days right now, how hard that can be. And even yesterday, it just showed on the field, because it's not going to be easy. It's not even life is easy. Getting to know people on a deeper level, I think, has really, really helped our team right away. Especially for a lot of girls being away from home. Some of us, it's a couple hours, but some girls, it's a whole plane ride, and that's hard. So I think just knowing you have the support of so many people around you, especially having 27 girls this year.
Absolutely.
It is a family. It's like Cass and Liv said, and I think that's just really crucial to success, because if you don't have good off the field culture, you're not going to be successful on the field.
So let's talk a little bit about Kassidy and Liv. I mean, these are two players that they're going into their fifth year, and you're in a captain position as a junior already. So just tell us a little bit about what you've learned from them, because they have been through so many different things from the regular season perspective, and they've seen what it's like, what it takes to really transform the culture and have that result in win. So tell us a little bit about, for both Kassidy and Liv, and what that means to you to be a captain alongside those two.
Well, last year I was definitely learning a lot, and it was really important to me to have people like them showing me how to do it right, and learning from them, and forming that kind of relationship with them, having them to back me up and support me. They've been really important to me, really, really important. And just showing me what good leadership looks like, and especially in stressful situations, it's very nice to be able to do it as a team, not just have to deal with it on your own. And I just think having such driven, respectful people in that kind of position, it really helps the team, and it just makes me want to be a better captain too.
And we take a look at your progress for over the summer, because I mean, you're a player that, again, that intensity shows on the field, that you want to do whatever it takes. I mean, you'll see the field more than anyone else from that position of defensively. So tell us a little bit about some of the off-season workouts that you focused on to really get yourself ready to try to have another breakout junior year.
This year I focused a little bit more on my fitness. I think this summer for me was more about getting in a good headspace mentally coming into the season. So doing all the things that I knew were going to be setting me up for success, because last season was very draining. I was not happy with it. I just wasn't happy with the way it ended. And honestly, even though I did well, but I wasn't happy with my performance. I wanted to be better. So for me, it was a big thing to just get right mentally. But I was doing a lot of fitness. I played with my club team from high school. They have a U23 team, so I did that with them too on the soccer side. But for me, it was more about mentally setting myself up for success while doing the right things physically.
I did the same thing with Kassidy and Olivia. We take a look at the schedule here again. A 1-0 loss to Ball State, but to have that, and again with 27 players as well as a couple freshmen on the pitch to start off, and that is a phenomenal result. And Omar Gallo has said he was just extremely proud of the entire team. When you take a look at the schedule, who are some of the ones that you are going to circle with that red Sharpie and be like, we have to beat this team here for those fifth-year seniors?
Okay, Trinity Christian.
Yep.
Trinity Christian. That needs to be a win this year. I do agree with Olivet, and honestly Ambrose too. I think last year we played such a good game against Ambrose especially, and that was just kind of an unfortunate result. And now that I'm actually looking at it, I think it'll be important for us this year as well to get a win against St. Francis, because we played them really tight last year, and I think that proving that like we can get the edge over them, I think would be a really big thing for us as well.
So then finally, Taylor will give you a wrap-up here as we've done with the others. So here we go. Taylor Primack and the Holy Cross College Saints are going to have a great season here in 2023. If this happens, fill in the blank. What do you guys have to do to have a great season?
We need to bring the same mentality into every game. We need to act like it's the most important game we've ever played, and we need to remember to be disciplined and remember our values and just make sure that we go with our game plan. Because I think when we're doing that, when we're prepping well, when we're supporting each other, and we're coming to the game like with that, we've been talking about like when you think you don't have anything left, you still have 70% left. So I think just reminding yourself and reminding each other when we're in that grind and we feel like we're falling apart, we can't do it anymore, like you still have 70% left to give, and dig deep and persevere through that. And I think that's going to carry us this season. Well,
Taylor, we can't wait for it. It's been great to see the progress you've already made on the field as well. Can't wait to see you on the field again. Taylor, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck this season. Once again, Taylor Primack, the keeper for the Holy Cross College Saints, and we look forward to seeing her as well as the entire team throughout the course of this season here on the Regional Radio Sports Network. And you can check out all the games on our website at rrsn.com. We thank you so much for tuning in to Holy Cross Women's Soccer Media Day. You can check out this interview as well as the others with Coach Gallo, Olivia Shaw, and Kassidy Puthoff on our YouTube channel as well as at rrsn.com. Once again, here from Holy Cross Women's Soccer Media Day on the campus of Holy Cross College in Notre Dame, Indiana, Tanner Camp, we thank you for tuning in on the Regional Radio Sports Network.
We build each other up, and I think we can be really successful and do special things this year.
Well, Olivia, we are looking forward to getting to see you back out on the field. Best of luck to you and the entire Saints team this year.
Yeah, thank you.
Once again, Olivia Shaw, the product of Valparaiso High School from Valpo, Indiana. Again, you can see her on the field as well as all the other Saints for Holy Cross Women's Soccer, which, again, August 19th, not going to want to miss that one. That's their home in a non-conference against Grace. 11 a.m. kickoff time, 10:45 a.m. Eastern for our pregame show. Again, we thank you for tuning in to Holy Cross College Women's Soccer Media Day right here on the Regional Radio Sports Network.